from Exoduspt PT. This is just another quick video on 5 exercises, 5 bodyweight exercises that you can do without any equipment. So you might be out for work or out on a holiday or out and about, and you want to perform some exercises, but you just can't because you're limited by the availability of equipment and where you are. Bodyweight exercises can be very effective, and you can make them either easier or harder depending on your level of fitness. So the first one is doing push-ups, and push-ups are a pretty basic exercise, but they do work the body in a very strong way. Like, they're very effective at strengthening your core, strengthening your chest and your arms. So I'll just demonstrate a couple of variations of doing a push-up. So obviously get up in this position, on your toes if you can, and then just down and up, making sure that your elbows aren't splaying out, that your elbows are closer to your body, like that, okay? And if that's too difficult, you can always do them on your knees, like that. And there's other variations like diamond cutter push-ups that you can do, and there's many variations of a push-up that can make the push-up harder if that's too easy for you. And then the next one's body squats. So the main thing with doing any type of squat exercise is to make sure that you're rotating your pelvis first. So you don't be bending from the knee straight away. You want to be bending from your pelvis, okay? So, and that ensures that your knees don't go way past your toes. Because if you just start with your knees, then way past your toes, and all that body weight gets put into your knees, and you can damage your knees, okay? So you've got to make sure that you try and perform the exercise rotating your pelvis first. And that takes a little bit of practice, but you can do it quite easily by sitting on a seat. We'll just pretend this is a seat if you haven't got a bench. And you just go to sit down. There's just sit down and up, and sit down and up. And you can see where my toes are when I'm squatting, that my knees aren't going past my toes. So that's where you want to be if you can. That'll protect your knees, okay? And if that variation is too easy, you can do 1.5 repetitions, which is, this is a very good exercise too. It's very effective. I gave to one of my clients, and it did a very good job. So you just go down, and then come halfway up, and then down again, and then up, and that's 1 rep, okay? And down, and up halfway, and then down again, and then up, and that's 2. So you can make it a bit more difficult for yourself, because the time under tension is how your muscles will fatigue and your body will use more energy in order to execute the exercise. And the other 3, you can do lots of different core exercises. That's 2 core exercises. Is this one called, oh, there's one more actually that you can do called a bridge for your glutes and your lower back, okay? So just lie on the ground like this. Always strengthen your core, always think about squeezing, think about going to cold water and squeezing your stomach muscles in, and that will tighten up your core, okay? So a bridge is just simply, and then squeezing all the way up the top, and you want to get into extension, meaning hip extension, so all the way up, and that's a bridge. And if you want a variation of that, you can split your legs like this and do the same thing, and that'll do your glute medius. So you've got 3 different types of glute muscles: glute maximus, medius and minimus. And your medius is very important for the stability of your pelvis. So just by slitting your legs and lifting up like that will activate your glute medius much more than your glute maximus. So it's a good variation. And if you want to do it, if it's too easy for you, just sit there and squeeze for a while. Or you can do the 1.5 rep style, if that suits you. So that's a bridge. And just quickly, a couple more. I'll run through. This one's for your lower back and your glutes again, because your lower back and your glutes work, they should work in conjunction with each other. But if you have got an injured back, probably want to avoid this sort of exercise until getting some notice from your doctor about it. But if you haven't got any back injuries, it's perfectly safe and it's a brilliant exercise to execute. So you just want to lie on the ground as if you're going to do like a Superman or a back extension, but you want to do it a little bit differently, and that you want to raise up your quads with your legs and your back like this, and your chest, and you sweep through back and forth, and do that for about 60 seconds. And do this. All these exercises you can do 3 sets of, and you'll feel your glutes working. I can feel mine working right now, that's for sure. And do that for 60 seconds. Very, very good exercise. Brilliant. And after that, you can do a plank or plank jacks, right, to work your core. So a plank is just simply making sure that your elbows are in line with your shoulder at a straight angle. And just up on your toes, squeeze, make sure that your pelvis isn't going to drop down like that. Make sure your back's nice and straight, got a bit of an arch to it, and just hold for 60 seconds. Now if that's too easy, or if that's too hard, you can always just do that instead for 60 seconds. Or if that first one was too easy, you can just go like this, and that'll make it a lot harder. And they're called plank jacks. Okay? Just gives your body that much more instability for it to correct. So your muscles are always working, trying to keep your body where you want it to be. So you try and move it a bit more, and it's got to work harder to stay in that position. Alright? And the last one is a crunch. I don't like doing crunches like this. This is just one of my things. And lots of personal trainers actually think the same way that I know. Doing crunches like this isn't good for you because it puts a lot of strain on your hip flexors and doesn't do a lot, doesn't do a huge amount for your core. It will activate your core, but your hip flexors, which are very, very big, long, strong muscles, very important, they can get very tight and worn out. So that one, I would avoid and exchange it for a full crunch, which is like this. And just squeezing, and always think about the muscles that you're trying to use. So concentrate and squeezing, always breathing out on the execution of the exercise. So like that, 15 to 20 of them, 3 times. I guarantee you, after about half an hour of doing that sort of a workout, you'll get a bit of it, try and keep your rest times between 30 seconds to a minute. That should be about 25-minute, half an hour workout, and you'll feel terrific afterwards and get a great workout wherever you are. So if you've got any questions or you need any help with training, contact me at Exoduspt PTM in Parafield Gardens in Adelaide. And if you've got any questions or comments, leave them below, and I'll get back to you. Thank you.